let's go ahead, transition, talk about some of the older guys that we do. That are in the transfer portal that could potentially be coming to Arizona State. I know there is one specifically that people would like to talk about, so we'll go ahead.
Would they like us to talk about it, or would they like us to just avoid it at all costs?
Let's get there. Okay, let's talk about Nebraska quarterback Jeff Sims, Mike Luke's favorite quarterback. In 2023, Sims 282 yards, a touchdown, 6 INTs. 20.5 QBR. This guy, he does turn the ball over a whole hell of a lot. In 2020, 13 INTs to 13 touchdowns. In 2021, 12 touchdowns to 7 INTs. 2022, 5 touchdowns to 3 INTs. And then we brought up the stats this year, 1 touchdown to 6 INTs. Not to mention, he does fumble the ball a lot.
Awesome.
He is a little bit prone to not being able to hang on to the rock. So that is certainly an issue. But I want to calm the nerves here. I want to ease the nerves.
Please.
Okay. 2 things. Or 3 things that I'll say. Do you remember Bo Nix?
I am aware.
I'm not saying Jeff Sims is Bo Nix. I'm saying, do you remember where Bo Nix was at Auburn in his career before Kenny Dillingham got him to Oregon?
Yes.
He wasn't a very good quarterback, right?
I know.
Okay. Florida State. Do you know who Jordan Travis is?
I am aware.
Were you aware of Jordan Travis's career prior to Kenny Dillingham getting him?
Yeah, it wasn't as good as when it was with Kenny Dillingham.
Now, do you remember Jaden Daniels?
No.
You don't remember Jaden Daniels?
I can't say I'm familiar.
Well, let me tell you. Jaden Daniels was an Arizona State quarterback. It didn't necessarily, have the prettiest of careers at Arizona State. Went to LSU, and can I tell you what Jaden Daniels is doing today?
I'd prefer you didn't, actually.
Heisman winning quarterback, projected top 3 pick in Thursday's first round of the NFL draft. Now, I'm not sitting here telling you that Jeff Sims is going to be those guys, stretch. But I'm saying that things like that happen, okay? And
quarterbacks get better, but
when I told you Jeff Sims, when I told you that Arizona State was going to go get a veteran quarterback in the portal, which I did say, I told you that there wasn't an expectation that that guy, whoever it was necessarily going to be coming in to be a starting quarterback. Okay?
I hope not.
Jeff Sims, in my estimation, is not coming here to be a starting quarterback. At least that is not Kenny Dillingham and Marcus Arroyo's thought process. Again, this is just my 2 cents on the situation. I could be totally wrong. I could absolutely be wrong. Maybe they do want to bring him in and be a huge part of the competition. I don't see that happening. What I see more so is you've got a guy in Trenton Bourguet that is a veteran leader that has been here quarterback after quarterback after quarterback after quarterback after quarterback
after quarterback
after quarterback.
Yeah.
He's remained true to being an Arizona State Sun Devil. He's going to be an Arizona State Sun Devil through and through. I think he is a quarterback. There's a lot of people throw a lot of hate at Trenton Bourguet for, a couple throws last season.
Yeah.
Right. Without really evaluating the entire situation of what was going on. I am very comfortable with Trenton Bourguet being QB2 for the Arizona State Sun Devils.
Absolutely.
There is a situation where Trenton Bourguet has to step in to be QB1. I am comfortable with him stepping into that role, considering what he's shown over the course of the last few seasons at Arizona State. Am I saying that he is going to be Caleb Williams? No. But that's not what Kenny Dillingham has had in the past to succeed. Now, let's talk about Sam Leavitt. Sam Leavitt, redshirt freshman, played at Michigan State. Didn't blow anybody, crazy there, right? It wasn't a ridiculous performance. Wasn't a ridiculous performance. Right or wrong?
You are so right.
Okay. He, from what we've seen and what Kenny has said, is it's likely that Sam Leavitt is going to be the starting quarterback for the Arizona State Sun Devils.
Yeah.
True or false?
Correct.
So that leaves you with those 2 scholarship quarterbacks and Navi. Navi's not a scholarship quarterback right now. You don't want to see Navi on the field freshman season. You just don't, right? He's still got a ways to go. So you bring in a guy like Sims that has experienced other conferences, that has played a lot of college football, good or bad. Okay? And he is now stepping into another veteran leadership role at Arizona State. Now, it could go one of 3 ways. Okay? Option 1, He miraculously has a Jordan Travis, Bo Nix-like arc in Arizona State, lands themselves a top 5 quarterback next year. Not the likely option. Not the likely option. I will throw that out there. Option number 2. He comes in. He's a veteran. These quarterbacks, specifically Navi and Sam, are able to learn a little bit, right? Just in terms of the game, the speed of it, how they can function. That's option 2. That's the option that I see more than likely. I see if Sims does commit to Arizona State, then I think he's QB3.
Yeah.
Third option, lost my train of thought.
I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, if you're banking on him to come in and be QB1 or 2, then this is the wrong move.
I also don't think he's going to be the only quarterback that they get.
Well, okay, and that is kind of like a softening blow as well.
That's what I do, man. I hit you with cupcakes. That's what I do.
Cupcake sounds good.
Right?
But I don't know how much more value Jeff Sims can bring in than somebody else. And it's like, if you're bringing in 2 I don't know, do you need to bring in 2 more quarterbacks? Is that necessary? I know we have like PTSD from last season, but like,
well, last season, how many quarterbacks did you need?
But last season should be.
Last season, your running back played quarterback.
Such an anomaly.
Last season, your tight end played quarterback.
Yeah, I get it. But like, knock on wood, that should not be as big of a problem this year. You should not be running through this many quarterbacks. You just shouldn't be.
Yeah, but you never know.
No, you never know. But I'm just saying, do you need to bring in 2 more? And does one of them have to be Jeff Sims?
I don't know. Like, don't like the turnover.
Is he going to be some incredible locker room presence, calming guy for the quarterback room? Like, I don't know. What can he bring that Trenton Bourguet doesn't bring? And if Trenton Bourguet gets injured...
Trenton Bourguet's been at Arizona State his entire career.
Okay.
Jeff Sims is not. Okay. Jeff Sims has played at a couple different universities.
Okay.
There is...
But you're not asking them to... You're not asking Jeff Sims to perform on the field.
No, but what I'm saying is... And this goes back to, for once, I'm actually equating football to Bobby Hurley's basketball. Bobby Hurley said something that was interesting to me. This was years ago when the portal, I believe he had just gotten Frankie Collins, in terms of getting players in the portal to your program.
Okay. He
sits down with those guys afterwards, asks them what it was like. Just, this is coach and player. What was it like to play at TCU? What was it like to play at Michigan? What was it like to play at Nevada? Because there are different systems, there are different styles, there are different recruiting methods, there are different ways to practice, there are different ways of nutrition, there are a bunch of different ways that these programs function in college football. So from coach to quarterback, I can see that being a little bit of a conversation regardless of Kenny having been in different places. Now, if I'm Sam Levitt and Trenton Bourguet, and I am trying to be the best quarterback and best player I can possibly be, is it a negative for those two to ask questions about other systems, programs, players, etc.
No, it's not
from a guy who's been to 2 different programs?
It's not a negative, but is he the only option? Like, there are other guys that have been to other schools, you know, and it's like he's been to Georgia Tech and like Nebraska.
I gave an option in the audio only podcast.
That's fair.
That's my dream option, but he's not Jeff Sims. I didn't say Jeff Sims was my dream.
No,
I don't go to sleep at night,
okay.
rest my head on this pillow, and I was like, oh, Jeff Sims, please be a Sun Devil. That's not what I'm fucking doing.
I saw you take off your Sims jersey before you got in here.
Yeah. Okay, man. 30 that was Phil Sims. Phil Sims, maybe. Okay.
Okay. No, listen, I get what you're saying. Okay, fine. It's not complete negative. I'll stop being a negative Nancy. Fine. Like, it's fine.
Everyone's losing their shit over this guy potentially coming here like, that's it. Hang it up. Jeff Sims is the starter, ladies and gentlemen. Like, that's not how this is going to work.
Treat our microphones nice, okay? They're not Jeff Sims. You can't just throw them
Oh, my gosh. Just throw them away. Is this the football?
It's okay. If Jeff Sims threw the microphone, somebody else would have caught it before it hit the table. It's fine. If he's a third-string quarterback, it's fine.